Yo, what's up? It's Jahai, your fellow farmer. Today we'll be discussing about this manga panel. This absolute beautiful piece of art. It is the single best panel that Kubo has drawn. It's the most expressive and simply a masterpiece. Now keep in mind that I haven't reread Bleach in quite a while. Actually, I haven't reread Bleach in its entirety since I finished the manga when it ended. So, 6 years. So there might be some bias. Anyways, let's get on to the discussion. First off, let's give context. At this point in the story, Ichigo had just been stabbed by Ginjo, the one person who he thought he could trust, the one person who he thought was the sole arch nemesis of his antagonist, Tsukishima. Man, Tsukishima is such a great antagonist. He pissed me off the most within Bleach. Even more so than what Aizen did. And that's saying a lot. Anyways, let's get back on topic. He had gotten his powers through sheer hard work and blood, sweat, and tears, literally. All for it to be sapped away, just taken from him, all his hard work, all that time wasted. And not only that, all his family, all his friends were now brainwashed. And he couldn't accept them. They were harmed, and he couldn't protect them. And so he wells up this courage that he wanted to fight back against Ginjo and Tsukishima. He yells, "Give me back my power." And then he got stabbed. He turns around and sees Urahara and his father. The sheer amount of emotion that must have rushed through his head must have been overwhelming. Betrayal, anger, guilt, sadness, and most importantly, despair. The people who he trusted the most, that he could rely on. Urahara was his mentor, his teacher, the person who he could go to for advice. His father, the person who he relied on for his entire life. The pillar of his family, the person who understood him the most. And keep in mind, he didn't know that they weren't actually brainwashed. He thought that they were affected by Tsukishima's powers. But they weren't. But he didn't know. He was in the dark. And all he could think about was the sheer amount of betrayal that he felt. This loneliness just sinking him further and further into his depression. This was absolutely beautiful. While the anime executed this well, it just didn't have the same amount of impact that this single panel did. It didn't have Kubo's touch. And neither do I, because obviously you're seeing this and you're like, what the fuck is this kid doing? He sucks. I'm sorry. I wanted to leave this less detailed than my sketch because I want to do something with it later. Much later. It'll be another video and it'll probably be about the eyes. Watch out for that one. That's going to be in the works. I know this has been a short video, but that's all I have to say. Peace out.